It's time once again for another handful of coins from the Bundesbank bag. Let's grab some here. Now let's see what we get today. And we start off right in front here, very conspicuous, a French 10 franc with the picture of a, I don't know, is that an oil refinery or some type of some type of harbor crane or something like that. So anyway, 10 francs and then a stylized map of France on the other side. And on we go here. Let's see now. Oh, we got a big one here. Let's see what this big one is. This is Spain. 50 pesetas. I think that's the first time I've stumbled on one of those. Boy, yeah, that is a biggie. 50 pesetas, and the other side then, oh yes, Mr. Francisco Franco, yeah. And just while and as long as I'm here, we've got my scope. Just for anyone who doesn't know, the date of the coin is found right here. There's a little star right there. Unfortunately, it's not going to let me combine. It's not going to let me look at the star clearly as well as looking through the phone. So I'm going to pull it away here and see if I can spot it. And it says 58. So this is dated 1958. Yeah, unless your eyesight is really, really good, and mine is really, really bad, you're not going to be able to read it with the unaided eye. You're going to have to get a trusty scope, maybe one of these. This type of thing is what I use. I am not sponsored by the manufacturer of this scope, but this is a very nice, very handy little scope that I've been was lucky to get actually as a gift, and it is I think they cost about 40 American dollars, or less than 40 American dollars for one of these. They are a little bit more expensive than some of the others, but it's served me well for the last 20 years. So I do recommend, though, get yourself a scope if you're serious about coin collecting, so you can see all the little things like the dates on Spanish coins. On we go here. We got a nice shiny Yugoslav 10 dinara. That's a beauty. That's 1983, I believe, is the date on that. And I flipped it and it's upside down. Yeah, so there. Let's turn it this way. So Yugoslav coins have the metal alignment. You may remember in the last one I was talking about coin alignments and metal alignments. The Yugoslav coins, how it's called, is the metal alignment, where both the designs are pointing in the same direction, not like the American ones, which are of the coin alignment, which point in opposite directions, and you would flip to see the other side. But you can't do that here because it's upside down. So that's Yugoslavia. On we go here. We have this is a Belgian one, one franc. And, oh yes, the Italian one, of course, 10 lira. I'm finding, of course, quite a lot of those. But, and it is aluminum, so 10 lira. And there you have it. And British 2p. And the British have the coin metal alignment, just like Canada does, and so there we go. That's a nice one. Another 2p. Just get rid of some of these ones. Here's another 2p with the section of the shield. And what do we got here? This is the French 10 franc, but it's not. Most of these though are in pretty rough shape. They clearly got a lot of use before they went out of circulation. I hope one of these days I'll be lucky enough to stumble upon one that's nice and shiny like the day it came out of the mint, but I'm not holding my breath on that. On we go here. Here's another the French 10 francs. Again, not very shiny. They have acquired a patina. And here's a nice French 10 centime. A lot of them are nice and shiny. It's a nice portrait of Marion here. She's got the Phrygian cap and the hair blowing behind her, and it's almost she almost looks like a World War I pilot. She's just missing the goggles. Like perhaps she was flying too fast and the goggles flew off her head, and now she's flying with just the cap and her hair behind her and no goggles. But that's kind of what it looks like. And on we go here. We got Belgian 1 franc, and another Belgian 1 franc, and we got a 5 peseta from Spain. And again, and let's see. How about I check and see what the date is on this one? Let's see. Maybe I can. Can I do this? Will it let me do it? No, it's not going to let me do this. I'll do it this way. It has a 63 in the little star there. So 1963. So again, during the time of Francisco Franco. That's the ugly looking guy on this side. And on we go here. We got, of course, lots of British 1 penny pieces. As far as I know, these are still usable in Britain. I could, in theory, take all these British 1 penny and 2 pennies to Britain, and I could use them as spending money if and when I ever get to Britain. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What have I done here? I've mixed in a German... let me just check here. Better make sure I haven't done that twice. Okay. These are the 1p's, but I mixed in a German 2 Pfennig. With that, there we go. Yeah, German 2 Pfennig. And the mint mark on that one... Yeah. Let's see here. Can I see it? Nope. I'll check it with the scope. And it's a J. Aha! Another one from Hamburg. And in the last one, of course, you heard me mention a little bit about Hamburg. But yeah, the mint mark J is for Hamburg. It's not the letter H. Go figure. And on we go. We got a small little thing here. This is the British halfpenny. These have been demonetized. If you wanted to use these as spending money, stores won't take them. You would probably have to take them to a major bank and swap them out for modern stuff. But these have indeed been demonetized and discontinued since, I think it was 1984 they were demonetized. So a little British halfpenny. So on we go here. 2p. There it is, a 2p with the 3 feathers, if I'm not mistaken, is the Prince of Wales symbol, is what it has on it. There's some writing on the ribbon. I'm just going to double check it now with the scope. Let's see. ICHDIEN, Ichdien. I assume that's how you pronounce it. Ichdien. I'm not absolutely sure what that means. But I believe it is the symbol for the Prince of Wales. And of course, portrait of Her Majesty. This is a fairly recent portrait, I believe. 2000. Oh, not that recent. 2006. 2006. I think her picture has been updated since then. Here's an older portrait of Her Majesty. This is this one I'm guessing must be from the 1970s, so it is a 2p. And let's see if we can see the date here. The date is just behind the top of her head there. I think it says 19. Steady on there, steady on. Yeah. My camera refuses to cooperate. Out with my trusty scope again. It's 1979. So well used, nice brown patina on it. Well, it'd be nice, of course, if it was a nice shiny orange, but the brown patina is not too bad. And another 2p. That's up the shield section. And I think that's the last of the 2Ps. We got a big one here. That's the French 10 franc again. Again, not shiny. It's got that brassy patina on it. And we got a 10 centime. Oops, upside down. 10 centime from France. And here we have something that's a little bit different. I think I've gotten a few of these already. This is a if I can pronounce it right, Stotinka. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And if I'm wrong, somebody hopefully will tell me. But there's 2 Stotinka from Bulgaria is what that's from. So this is post-communist Bulgaria. And we got an Italian 10 lire. And another Italian 10 lire. The picture on it, by the way, is an ancient stone plow. And we got another British halfpenny. Whoops, upside down. There we go, British halfpenny. And 5 centime, about the same size as the halfpenny. And another tiny one here, Belgian 25 cent. And a Dutch 1 cent. And we got 10 dinara from Yugoslavia. And another 10 dinara from Yugoslavia, and yet another 10 dinara from Yugoslavia. Oh, what do we got here? We got something interesting. At least I think it's interesting. 5 bani. This is another one from the former communist bloc. And that, I believe, yes, that is Romania. There it is. So, Romania. Yeah, so again, post-communist Romania. So, 5 bani. Pretty easy to tell, of course, when they're post-communist, because they no longer have the communist insignia on them. And so we got a bunch of British 1 pennies again. Let's see, 1 penny, and another 1 penny. Let's see, just make sure I didn't grab another German 2 Pfennig by mistake. Nope, these are all British ones. Shield, portcullis, a little bit. Belgian. Now, something's happened to this Belgian coin. The king's portrait, there is a circle. You might notice there's a circle around his ear. This coin was run through a machine which Sassoon counted and sorted them and then rolled them up. But in the process of rolling them up, the coins at the end of each roll sometimes will get scratched. This is called the circle of death. This is what coin collectors call it. And it is an unfortunate thing that happens sometimes. This, fortunately, is not an extremely rare example. It gets really depressing when you pull out a rare date or key date, and it's got a circle of death on it. Oh, that's painful. That really is. But it is one of these things that happens, though, with modern coinage, is that it's all done by machines. No circles of death on these guys here, but a couple more Belgian francs and the Belgian 25 centime. I say cent, but I should have said centime earlier. 25 or a quarter franc. We could say a quarter franc, but I don't think the Belgians refer to it as a quarter franc anyway, or they didn't, because now they use euros now. There's the 1 franc, a couple of Belgian 1 francs, and a French 10 centime. And the last one is this is a 10 franc. I think this was the last 10 franc coin that was produced before they switched to the euro. And unfortunately, it is really grungy. It does not look very nice at all. I think it has actually a very nice female allegorical symbol on the reverse here, but you really can't make it out well enough to appreciate it. But it's also bimetallic. You'll notice there's meaning that there's 2 different types of metals on this one. So it's bimetallic. and it's pretty straightforward how they're struck. Of course, the ring is set in, and then the center part is dropped into the machine, and then it is struck or punched, and the two pieces kind of fuse together. Now, you do have to strike it hard enough so that they will fuse together. Sometimes you get a weak strike, and what happens is that the coin looks perfectly fine until somebody drops it, and the center pops out. This has happened with a few of these bimetallic coins. Not me personally, but it has happened. So if you have a bimetallic, especially if it happens to be a collectible one, watch out. Don't drop it, because if the center pops out, that could not only ruin the coin, but you might not be able to get the center back in again. It won't fit. So there we are. Bimetallic. You've heard of bi as in bicycle. Well, this is bimetallic. And that's it for that bunch. So that's another handful of coins in, and again, I ask anyone who enjoys these to please subscribe. And of course, I did want to mention that over 80% of the people who watch have not subscribed, so I really would appreciate it if it did. It would be very good for me and my channel. And of course, don't forget to ring the bell. And that way then you'll get an announcement as to when my next video will be coming out. Thank you much for watching.